Hello. So I have decided to put together a few YouTube videos. I'm going to try and do one a week. And the reason is I'm going away in 5 weeks' time, and I have set myself a 5-week little challenge in order to drop some body fat, make myself feel better. Now, I always promote don't use holidays as reasons to get fit. I'm using this as a goal to get myself back on track. And I thought, whilst I'm doing it, there are different elements that I thought I'd go into a little bit more detail on. So today I have weighed and measured myself in, and it got me thinking about the scales. Those that know me know about the scales, but I thought I would look in a little bit more depth as to why we shouldn't just use the scales as our only way of measuring progress. So I've decided to weigh myself quite often at regular intervals throughout the day, just to see and show how much our weight fluctuates throughout the day. So here we go. So first thing in the morning, everyone's still in bed, so keep nice and quiet. So I've got dressed. I'm going to keep the same clothes on every time I do this throughout the day. So yeah, first thing in the morning, see what we got. So I've been up about half an hour. Usually every morning when I'm up half an hour due to calls. So let's see what happens after this. 3.5 pounds, roughly-ish, down 30 minutes. I'm in the little garage gym, just about to do a class. It's about 7 a.m. now, so been up about an hour. So obviously weighed myself twice there already. I'm going to do it exactly the same before and after lunch, before and after tea, and before bed as well. So we should have a good picture of how my weight, what it looks like throughout the day. So dinner time, just before dinner, it's about 11:45, 12 o'clock. I've had breakfast and a little snack since my second weigh-in this morning. So this is what we got now. So not much difference from my second weigh-in this morning, though I did train this morning as well. So I trained this morning and I've obviously had breakfast and snacks. We'll see how that goes. So dinner time. So that weigh-in was straight after my dinner. So roughly £5 up from my lightest already today. And we're on about 12:30. I forgot we're at the Wigan game tonight. So I'm going to be having a treat. So I'm going to weigh myself now. It's about 4:30. So I'm going to weigh myself now. I'm going to weigh myself before I go. And then I'm going to weigh myself when I get back later on. So my weight now is 5:30. Just getting ready to go out. So like I said, I'm going to jump back on these bad boys. All right, so home from the game. Luckily Wigan won. About 10 o'clock, so final weigh-in. I'm going to do the final weigh-in now, and I'm going to review everything tomorrow. Review time. I'm going to put my weights somewhere on the screen so you can see. But I think it's quite clear to see that my weight fluctuated around just over £6 throughout the course of the day. Now, I've done this a few times on a few other days, and the odd time it was lower than this. More often it was probably more than this. So, but I think this was a better gauge of what I did throughout the day. Now, reasons for this. So why does the weight fluctuate? Well, as you can see, through watching the video, I weigh myself in the morning. Then after my usual trip in the morning, I obviously get a little bit lighter. And then when I eat, I get heavier. And this is the case throughout the day. Now, it's not just food, it's fluids as well. So anything that you intake, anything that you wear. Now, I did wear the same things on every single weighing, whether you do that or not. You know, if you wear something different to what you weighed yourself in last time, if it's heavier, then obviously it's going to weigh more on the scales. Depending on your diet as well, you know, low carb diet, you will lose a hell of a lot of water quite quickly. So you will lose pounds on the scale quite quickly as well. So weight does fluctuate up and down quite a bit. Now, you shouldn't use this as your only source of measurement. Now, the reasons are for that reason, because the weight does fluctuate a lot. And if you were to weigh yourself at, let me get my head around this now, if I was to weigh myself at my lightest point, which was, I think, 17 stone 6, and then I leave it a week, and I somehow managed to weigh myself at my heaviest point of that day. Now, I might have only lost a pound or so. Transfer that round the other way, I could have lost, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 pound and be like, but I've lost 10 pound in a week, where it just depends on bodily functions, food, water, and all that kind of stuff. So there are a lot of imbalances with it. You know, there's a lot of things to consider when it comes to just doing weight. So if we are using weight as our only source, which ideally we shouldn't do. I'm not saying don't weigh yourself. Definitely weigh yourself. I weigh everybody. I weigh myself as well. But it's backing it up with more information. So if we are going to weigh ourselves at the same time of day every time we weigh ourselves. So ideally first thing in the morning. That way, you know, we've not had anything to eat overnight, all that kind of stuff. So it tries to get it as, you know, as consistent as possible. Obviously, you're better off to doing it with no clothes on. That way you don't have to worry about what clothes you wore last time. But just try and get things as consistent as possible and as the same as possible. So, but yeah, don't use that as your only source. Fine, use it. The best things to do, in my opinion, to measure your progress are to measure yourself. So we've all got those tape measures that we can use. Again, make sure we're consistent with where we are measuring. So around your waist, around your hips. Keep an eye on the measurements. We've all got a pair of jeans in the back of the cupboard, haven't we? In the back of the wardrobe that we've not been able to get into for a bit. Get them on, see how they feel. Photographs as well. We're in the bathroom anyway. Just take a few clicks of a photograph from the front, the side. Obviously, beware of lighting. You know, we have flattering lighting sometimes. And the other thing too is a video. You know, take a video of yourself just moving around in the mirror. And these visual things then you can compare against every time. So throw your weight in there as well, but don't use it as your only source of measuring progress. All right, if anyone's got any questions about the scales or measuring themselves, then please give me a shout. All right, thank you very much. See you all very soon.